So I guess today I'm talking about fun facts with Hasan, and basically I want to talk about facts from World War II. So let's start with how was life in war. So basically there isn't much because most of Britain's allies were defeated. So basically I'm just gonna talk about Britain and how did they buy clothes? Because I don't think that Britain could buy clothes while in war. Well, basically how they took care of that solution was that everyone got a coupon book, which is kind of rare now. It's not common to find coupon books. But, yeah. And basically they would use them, and how you could use them is you could buy clothes, food, shoes, anything. 8 coupons could buy you a pair of pants, or 7 coupons could buy you a pair of shoes, Basically, it's like that, and you must be wondering, what's the point of a coupon book? What about money? Well, money was not that, how do I say? I don't want to say it's not that important, but it was not that usable, because most of the money was paid on army. And how was the food? The food was also measured in a coupon book, but you would not buy the food for the war. Basically, the food in the army would basically be like this. So basically, Saturday would be bacons and eggs, and tea would be everyone would get tea. Everyone gets some tea and hard biscuits. Yeah, and basically now I'm going to talk about how much people died. I think 1 million. No, not 1 million. That's so little. Most people think of 1 million as such a big number. It's actually so little compared to how much died in World War II. So let's start with the bar graph. First place goes to the Soviet Union with around 27 million deaths. Then second goes to China with about 20 million. Third goes to around let me think. It does not go to Germany. I'm pretty sure France, Germany, and Britain, all of them had 500,000 deaths. Then last place goes, and Japan had around 2 million, so basically third is Japan. And America has 400,000. Yeah, America only had 400,000, which, if you think about it, how would America even get 400,000? America is so powerful. But at that time, the Soviet Union was almost the strongest country in the world. No one could compare to the strength of the Soviets. And let's think about how much people had food. How would people eat food? There's no coupons for food, is there? No, there weren't. Instead, food was a little bits for the civilians, because most of the food had to go to the army. So basically, a lot of people would only eat tea and some biscuits and a little bit of sugar. Yeah, it was a very little bit. And Britain was actually never alone. It never needed allies. But for some reason, I don't get how Britain was alone. Because basically, Britain was an empire. When Britain fell, it was in 1972. That's when its empire stopped. Pretty much, I don't get how to explain this, but Britain, I'm pretty sure you had to invade a lot of countries to finish off Britain. Because Britain has a lot of territory. It had an empire, okay? It had Canada, it had India, it had Australia, it had some parts of Africa, yeah, and see, what do you mean? What do you mean Britain is alone? But I guess so. If Britain is defeated, everyone's defeated. Because Britain was the biggest empire in history. They had India, some parts of Asia, and some parts of North America and South America, and a lot of Africa. Africa before World War I was basically split off Germany, France, some parts of Spain and the Netherlands. No, Spain and the Netherlands were kicked out. Basically just Britain, France, and Germany. Then in the Asian part, like Asia, basically it was split off into the Netherlands, America, because America ruled the Philippines. So basically America, Netherlands, the Netherlands ruled Indonesia, France and China, which basically is France, and some parts in British ruled areas. Yeah. Basically, a lot of empires back then. But America was not an empire. Basically, yeah, it still is an empire because it still has territories. Like Britain, France, and America lost their empire, but they kind of still have an empire because basically France has like the French Guiana, and Britain has pretty sure none. America has Puerto Rico. I'm not sure if Cuba is even part of the USA. I'm pretty sure Cuba was invaded is now independent. They also have America has the American Bahamas. Yeah. No, American Sumai, not American Bahamas. American Sumai. So basically, they have tiny bits of territory. France has... Oh yeah, Britain also has the Falklands, which basically is next to... If you don't know, the Falklands are basically like there was also a war between Argentina and Britain, basically discussing, basically they're both fighting for that piece of land. And what happened was that it was actually Britain actually won the war and ruled the Falklands. And to this day, it's still not a country. Like, it says it's British rule, but then I search Falklands, it's literally showing it's a country, but it's ruled. Yeah. Which makes no sense, because it literally says Britain. Like, I look at the map, it says Britain. Just Britain. It does not even say Falklands. Britain. Like, seriously, okay? But enough was the empires. Now let's talk about Japan. So Japan actually ruled most of Asia I'm not sure if 6 months or 6 weeks, but I'm just gonna say 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, they invaded most of South Asia. Not all. I'm pretty sure all, or I don't know. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure most of South Asia. And they also ruled China, but did not invade all of China. Like, now you dare invade China, you get invaded. But it used to be, China used to actually got invaded because China was actually weak. Like, there's the Democrats and also the communism were basically fighting. And there's actually going to be a civil war, but then Japan just had a chance to invade them. And then after the war, China did a civil war. For some reason, communism won, and for some reason the communism in China still lives on. Like, it's not common to find communism countries. Like, a lot of countries just became democrats or military ruled, which are most military ruled countries are in Africa. And most countries are even democrats. Then, like, most countries are democrats. Some countries are like kingdoms, not like the Middle Ages, like basically majesty. I don't know what to say, but it's like kingdom, because like in the Middle East, most countries in the Middle East, like Arab speaking countries, like most, not all, because I don't know, most of them are ruled by kingdoms. But now most countries that were communism were, like, Russia used to be a communism, but then it became a democrat. I don't know. I'm not sure for Vietnam. Pretty sure Vietnam is still a communism, and China, for some reason, is. Makes no sense. But yeah. Hey, but back to the part. Basically, after the war, basically Japan just invaded a bunch of countries, and a lot of countries at that time were becoming fascist. Like fascists now are not common. Like, there's no such thing as fascist. And if there is a fascist, please don't make a world war. Please, because fascists are basically like Germany, like no Germany. Basically, they're basically a party. And yeah, basically, that's what I have to say. Bye-bye.